Hey guys, my name is Victor and today we're gonna talk about Shenzhen. I have lived in China for over 10 years, by the way. So the first thing we're gonna talk about is what is Shenzhen. Shenzhen is this city that is located in the south part of China. It's actually very close to Hong Kong. You can actually walk from Shenzhen to Hong Kong within minutes. And there are two things that Shenzhen is famous for. The first thing is its housing price. Shenzhen is the city with the most expensive housing and apartment price in China right now. I think the average apartment in Shenzhen right now is around $1 million US. So it's the most expensive city. And second, Shenzhen is really famous for its high-tech companies. You know, a lot of high-tech companies are based there. For example, Huawei or Tencent are based there. I think most of the top 500 companies are also based there, and is also attracting a lot of technology plants and technology factories are all there. So it's literally a technology city. Back in the 90s, Shenzhen was just a fish village, and I think the leader of China back then, they decided to develop Shenzhen, and now it's becoming the most prominent and the most powerful city in China right now. So is Shenzhen a good place to live right now? I'm gonna break it down to you in 4 parts. So first of all, I'm just gonna talk about the rental and the rental apartment price. So I had lived in Shenzhen in 2015 for about half a year, and recently I just went back to Shenzhen to decide whether I should move back to Shenzhen or not. So I was there for a couple of days and I was looking for an apartment, and my budget was around 8,000 RMB per month for a 2-bedroom apartment that is within a community, within a neighborhood, is not close to the major traffic or the major roads. I just want to get away from that. Regarding to the apartments, I had this agent that helped me to find the apartment. I literally had to sit in his scooter, and we went to all the apartment buildings in Nanshan district in one day. But unfortunately, we couldn't find a decent apartment that is within a community or within a neighborhood, because the city is so crowded. It's just buildings next to buildings. So that really sucks, right? And the agent actually told me, if you wanna find a decent apartment that is within the community, you either have to go to somewhere that is really remote, or you either have to pay around 25,000 RMB per month for that kind of apartment. So to me, I just think the money value for it is just too low. So personally, from a money point of view, I wouldn't recommend it. And second of all, I think I'm going to talk about is the vibe of the city. It is a technology hub, so it has a lot of technology companies that are there, and so it reminded me when I'm back in California. It's also a technology hub, and it's also the most expensive city to live in as well. So the vibe of the city just doesn't really click with me. It reminded me back when I was in California. And the third is the people. The people there, I think it's because of the housing price, and it's because this a lot of high-tech companies are there. So the people there are kind of aloof, all they care about is just how to make money, how to make more money. And so it's personally, I don't want to live in a place that is like that. I want to go to a place that has more traditional values, that has more civility, and that is just, yeah, more traditions, basically, more history. I'm not saying, thinking about money is bad, but it just, to me, I just wouldn't want to live there, So the fourth point I'm going to talk about is the money value. So there are, in my opinion, there are much more better cities that you can live in, considering the amount of money that you spend on your rent, on your food, etc. So there are much more better cities out there, in my opinion, like especially second-tier cities, with the 1/3 of the rental price, you can get a much better apartment, and you can get a much better life, basically. So if you're looking to come to China, I would say Shenzhen is not a bad place to start. Like if you just came to China, I think it's actually you can stay there for for a good time, yeah. But if you're like an OG, like a China OG, I wouldn't recommend you to live in Shenzhen for a long time, because the money value for it's just not too good, yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's my opinion for Shenzhen. If you like my content, you can follow me on my Instagram, the East West Connection, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.